Hello there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Koko Osaze, your favorite YouTuber. Now, you're welcome back to my channel today. If today is your first time of coming here, please do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to click the notification button so that you get to see all of our videos as we upload weekly. On this channel, you get to learn about life, about relationship, about marriage, and all sorts. Now, today, I want to be talking about something very important. And before I forget, if you are a regular here, thank you for always being part of this channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. And do not forget to like this video, comment on the video, and always share this video. Now to today's topic for today. I want to talk about something that has to do with meditation. I find out that a lot of times people make several mistakes in life because they do not meditate. Now, what is meditation all about? It's just a time of silence, focusing your mind on a particular thing in a silent mood, being quiet, thinking, ruminating on certain things, but in a silent mood. Most times, most people do not even know what meditation is all about. They hear about it, they talk about it, yet they do not observe it. Now, I want to be focusing more on the relationship aspect. The reason why a lot of people make mistakes over and over and over again in relationship is because they have not spent time in meditation. Now, meditation helps both in spiritual, physical activities. It also helps to relax your mind. So if you are not engaging in meditation, you are doing yourself a whole lot of harm, because most times when you go through your daily activities and you're exhausted, the best thing to do is just relax. Sometimes when you worry about certain things and it seems like they are not coming to pass, you are looking for something in the house, you know you dropped it in point A and you cannot find it in point A, you've been looking everywhere, just sit down. Meditate on how you went about that particular thing. Meditate on the last time you had it in your hand, how you went about it, and truly you just find out that the answer comes. Fine, I'm not saying this is a hard and fast rule like it always happens, but most of the times it happens. When you meditate on your daily activities, you get to find out the areas in which you didn't do well, the areas you did very well, how you can improve on yourself on that area, the area where people commended you and why they actually commended you. It is not enough to just say, oh, I did so well, people were saying I tried. Why did they say you tried? Do you know what you really did that made the people appreciate you the way they appreciated you? There was something you did that made them really appreciate the work that you did. It could not really be everything. It could just be 5% of a particular effort that you put into that thing that they loved so much that made them appreciate you. You must learn to meditate, because in meditation, in sitting down to look back, to think back on how your day went, on how the events of the day unfolded, it helps you to know how tomorrow should be. It helps you to plan better. It helps you to understand. Even in the business world, you saw a year run by, just as this year is running by now, and you're saying, oh, 2021 was a good year for me, both in my business, my career, and everything. And you're asking yourself, okay, I want to thank God, I want to thank my staff, I want to thank everybody for everything. But sit back and think, what really made it a good year for you? What steps did you take in this year that made it marvelous, that made it so great? Have you thought about it? Because if you know it, then you will know what to do for the coming year to make it even better than it is right now. So also when it comes to relationship, you see a lot of people complain, oh, I've been through so many relationships, I've been through a lot of heartbreak, I've had relationship, good ones, but they always end up in a bad way. Have you sat down to ask yourself, the last one that was going so well, that you felt was the heaven on earth, how did it end? The previous one, how did it end? Have you sat down to ask yourself, why are my relationship ending? Why are they not metamorphosing into marriage? Why is there no spring up? Why is it always ending as a relationship? When they came around you, when the ladies came, when the guys came around you, they were heaven on earth. Oh, you were the everything. It was like without you they cannot breathe. It was like without you, oh, the air is shocking. Oh, without you, you know how it can be. And all of a sudden, everything was going well, and nothing again. The love died. Does love really die? I think we'll have to talk about that topic someday. Does love really die? But before we go into that, think about it. Why are the relationship always ending? Why are they not moving? You see other people are in a relation, they tell you, oh, we just dated for six months, and after 6 months it was marriage. Oh, this is that. It was just on the phone, we just met in an event, we kept talking, and before you knew it, it was marriage. And you are asking yourself, why is my own case different? Sit down, ask yourself. Number one, how did the last one end? Think. I mean, babe, think. Guy, think. How did it end? Why did it end? Did something go wrong? Did you do some wrong things that you ought not to have done? Did you say things that you ought not to have said? Were you carrying an attitude that you ought not to have carried? Yes, it may not always be about you, but when it keeps happening over and over again, you need to think, you need to meditate, and ask yourself, why is it happening over and over again? Most times I found that if we can just meditate, if we can just spend more time in meditation, if we can just spend more time in asking ourselves some deep questions and be silent about it, think about it, take an hour, take 30 minutes of your time, relax. Don't be watching anything, just relax. You can play cool music on the background and think. You will know where the problem lies, and you will know how to solve it the next time. It is not enough to complain. It is not enough to cry. It is not enough to say, oh, why is this thing happening over and over again? It's time for you to begin to meditate. Meditate on your success, meditate on your failure. I notice that a lot of people meditate more on the success than the failure. Meditate on the failure part of your life and ask yourself, how can I do it better? There's no better time to do that than now that the year is coming to an end. The year is running. This is already December, knocking on our doorstep. So it is time to sit back and say, okay, where did I get it right in this year, and where did I get it wrong? How can I improve my right, and how can I work on my wrong? Not improve my wrong, sorry. How can I work on my wrong to make it right? It is time to think. It is not enough to wait for December 31st and you have all New Year resolutions and you keep writing every year. Every year you've been writing. What difference has that made for you? Has that changed anything? Has that made it better? Then it's time to sit back and ask yourself, how have I lived every other year? Have I done the right things that I ought to have done? If I have not, it's time to say, okay, I want to do the right thing. And if I've been doing the right thing and yet it still comes out wrong, it means it is still not right. You know, my pastor said something. He said the first law of madness is to do the same thing over and over and over again and expect a different result. So if you've been doing the same thing over and over again and you are expecting something different, that's madness. So it's time for us to go sin now. Let's leave the insane part. Let's leave the wrong part in our relationship, in our marriage. Probably your spouse have been complaining about you. In fact, right now, he or she prefers to be out of the house with friends and family than to be with you. It's time to begin to ask yourself, what am I doing wrongly? How can I make it right? How can I keep my marriage that was once sweet, that we were all on each other's neck, and now it's like we are far apart? Even though we sleep on the same bed, everybody's minding their business. It's time to get it right. As the year comes to an end, it's time to make a change. And I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Take out that 30 minutes. Take out that 1 hour. Meditate on how the year has been. Meditate on that relationship, why it's been failing. Meditate on your marriage, why things are not working the way you want them to work. And even for those that things are working for, it's time to ask yourself, how can I make it better? Because there's always a better way to what you are doing right now. Thank you so much for listening. I would like to see your comments, and please do not forget to like this video if you really love this video, and share to others. And if today is your first time of coming across our video, trust me, there are so many more you want to watch. And do not forget to subscribe if you are a first timer. God bless you, and see you next time.